This is the hardest hit and run challenge that almost no one has completed.
It's right the way where I need to go!
This is the Monorail only challenge. A vehicle so bad that the Titanic had a better chance of missing that iceberg than this piece of junk. No sane person would attempt this challenge. With its diabolical speed and toughness of 2 stars, not even the Khalifas could handle this car, so stick with me to see how far I can get without being scarred. This is the Monorail only challenge. As you can see, the monorail spawns in our driveway. The first thing I noticed when I got in the monorail was this. In order to get this hunk of junk, I used Lucas's mod launcher to get the monorail every single mission. Now in the first few levels, you don't really notice a difference.
What are you doing, Monorail?
And already the physics were bugging me out. Now usually you'd be doing this with a family sedan, which does suck, but it's not the worst vehicle, as Zenith would suggest. The monorail is actually statistically worse, and it's not even close.
Smithers Strat with the monorail. Oh.
And you'll get to see why in the later levels. And I was even struggling on the 4th mission of the game.
He's killing Barney. Barney, no! I'll avenge you, Barney.
We avenged Barney, complete mission 5, which was really good, because we didn't have to use the monorail at all. We move on to Bone Storm, where we fully experience the driving.
Mate, this sucks.
We get the last box outside of the Simpsons house, where we complete the mission. Before I started the last mission, I made the worst decision of my life.
What the
And it was doing these races.
I'm going down. That's how flat this car is. Alright, we've got 5 laps, a minute 30 to do it.
We did the first one pretty easily, but this next race,
well, this is gonna be hot.
Not only was it hard, but it made me rage.
Too hard. I'm there! Look at him! Oh, school bus! This can't be happening. I can't do this. Oh, yep, if it's not the SUV, it's this ugly looking piece of shit.
If I take this corner well, 45 minutes of attempts finally comes to an end.
Yes! Come on!
We start the last mission and of course we do Coal skip. This gives us an easy ticket to beat Smithers, and now we're on to level 2, where the monorail is originally found. We complete the first mission easily, and the missions weren't giving us much trouble so far.
Oh, f*** off, taxi. You're supposed to give way to people on the roundabout!
The nerd race was one mission I was scared about.
Yep, not 1 but 2 taxis right there.
But somehow we managed to do it first try.
I'm not gonna lie, this next mission with Snake
Kinda got me scared as well.
and for all the right reasons.
This race was neck and neck.
Go. Go, Monorail. Yes, Monorail. I don't know how you've done it, but you have.
We were just cruising along level 2.
We're gonna get a fast cycle.
Doing so well that I even said this. I should low-key speedrun this game. But knew I'd never be locked in enough when I'm saying stuff like this. I'm low-key stuck. Help me, stepsister. Even the best of games can make you frustrated. Please! Please! Before the moment, this challenge was actually pretty fun, considering that we've made it to sellouts without any problems. And although this mission wasn't going that well,
You know, I'm so lucky sellouts gives me like 10 minutes to work with. Otherwise, this would be a generational fumble.
although we're getting pissed off, should I do like a top rope dive on him? We still had a bit of fun. Imagine if I landed that. We destroy the last cell phone car. It's time for your death! And level 2 has finally come to an end. And straight away we jump into level 3, which starts with another nerd race. We somehow do this pretty easily as well.
Oh my days, what, the monorail?
We somehow force Cletus into this corner and rail him from behind and collect 15 roadkill. No matter how bad the monorail is, this straight is undefeated. We'll try and force the sedan down here, but it respawns on the pier.
What? What is that shit?
It doesn't matter though, as we're able to catch up and destroy it with 20 seconds to spare.
No failing now. Well, I feel like this is going to be one of the hardest missions. We got to keep up with Snake in the freaking monorail.
This is also the mission where the physics become frustrating to say the least.
Please, monorail, please. Get on your fucking wheels! Don't have wheels, but you know what I mean.
That mixed with the traffic resulted in a lot of fails.
Oh, you know what, man. What in the freak is going on? This is not fair.
Mix that with a bit of unfortune,
What is that drop?
but the monorail's physics was actually pretty funny.
I've actually just mounted him. Is he gonna drop it any year soon? It's the longest drop I've ever seen.
All I had to do was get back unscathed. Easy does it. But clearly, I don't know what easy does it means.
Easy does it, I said. Easy does it, I said. Far out, man. Did it. That's all that matters.
Now this mission is actually where things got difficult.
Yep. I'm in the 5th. Don't clip that.
The traffic at the end was unreal.
Where are you swerving?
And crashing into a light pole on the monorail.
Oh, you prick. Get off me, light pole! You dog.
There's no way of completing the challenge.
I would have done it. Yee! Oh, no!
But after all the frustration,
Only 2 freaking trucks.
we're finally able to beat it just.
Yes! I don't know how I've got that, but I did.
Oh yeah, I was trying to do the circuit races as well, but later on realized they were literally
Right.
impossible to do.
Yes!
But this one here was possible. I cheesed the last mission of level 3 by sending the limo driver down here, and I watched on as he did me a massive favor. And after a relatively easy level, we move on to level 4, where things started taking a twist. To be honest, mission 1 was a fail. After a horrendous drop, my dumbass decided to leave the donut, which costed me the whole mission at the end.
I think there's only 10 donuts in the van.
But on the second try, I completed mission 1. Yeah! And followed that form into mission 2. Oh where Redneck Roundup was completed first try. Yeah! But then, the suffering began. It all started with the monorail physics again.
Oh no, what are you doing?
Yes! And it just kept killing us. To the point where I thought the game was playing a joke on me.
What is going on with this car?
And although that was funny,
Don't get blown up or busted.
we got blown up and busted, which caused us to fail the mission.
Gives me a 10-second timer. Fails at 6.
We go to the
Oh,
catch-ups
this is
again, and once again, the car is one hit from being blown up. And that's when this happens.
You've got to be. Oh mate.
I grabbed the spanner and thought I'd be able to get back in.
I don't have to pay for that.
What did I crash into? I don't want to play it anymore. This is the last time I'm playing this game. Like what? There's no wall there. What are you stopping me for?
Everything was against me.
Oh my days, if I get hit by a wall that doesn't exist again.
Like, how do I even explain this? What am I supposed to say about this? I thought it was funny, but I was pissed off at the same time.
Is this game real? What are you doing? All I have to do is get back.
And I was finally able to, yes, and complete the mission.
How's this happening? What is going on? Are we seeing this?
In the next mission, we had to race Wiggum to the retirement home. Pretty straightforward, hey, but I was wrong. And it wasn't because of this weird position I somehow got into. I've seen the AI do things I've never seen before.
No way he's taking the shortcut. He's never taken the shortcut in his life. Never! Taking that shortcut! But right now!
It wasn't a big deal, I just thought it was pretty funny at the time. We all know that this mission can cause a lot of troubles. I was actually doing pretty well until I tried to take this shortcut, but I had no idea that would happen. I managed to stay in reach of the car somehow, but to my surprise, the game didn't agree with me.
Sorry, was my bar not green?
Yes, but the game doesn't seem to care.
I'm 100% sure that bar was not empty. I was looking at it.
But me being right didn't make me pass the mission.
Right behind the tree.
After a few attempts, I was able to keep up,
And he's placed it in the corner.
make it back to the retirement home, run instead of driving to the Quickie Mart,
I'd rather walk than take the monorail.
pick up some caffeine, run back to the retirement home, and that's finally mission over. This next mission was the greatest mission for this run. You gotta bang a song, and on top of it, you don't need to use the monorail this mission. But after completing this mission, I realized what followed. This was just, it was not a fun mission. I had a lot of fails.
Get out the way, Granny!
It took me quite a few attempts to destroy the first truck. And just a reminder, there's 2 more trucks after this. But we destroy the first truck in style.
Then go for the top right.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out!
The second truck came along and it was over before it even started. Traffic wasted valuable time. However, I was on a mini comeback as this tunnel here gives us a lot of damage. I didn't think I'd make it, but the next 10 seconds were pretty clutch. We destroyed the truck and 3 cars with it.
How many f***ing NPCs are in the middle of nowhere? At the dump?
It took me 40 seconds to get my first bit of damage in. And after a solid minute, it just wasn't enough.
Oh, dude, it's just not enough. It's not enough!
Every attempt took way too long.
You're a f***ing... What the f***? I'm gonna smash this controller!
This mission was so frustrating, and even the small things pissed me off.
I'll grab this Buzz Cola whilst I'm here, eh? No, apparently not! Because I can't drive!
Right when I thought things were going good,
Holy...
I somehow managed to find a way to lose in the stupidest ways.
Did I even touch anything?
I mean, take this for example. One single traffic car managed to stop the truck for a whole 30 seconds.
It's just genuinely not fair. Like, how many times is it gonna block the truck?
And after hours of doing this
there's no
mission,
car.
I had the truck
is
right
no
where I
car.
wanted it.
Finally. We finally freaking did it. Alright, we still got Wiggum to get away from.
We escaped Wiggum easily, and this level was finally over.
As long as I don't blow up my car now, I've done it.
This level was the biggest relief, and I'm so glad it's done. Oh yeah, I did
Is
try
it
and do a
possible?
circuit race, but this happened.
Good. What? In the
And it happened again. And again. And again. One more time. Wait, no, now it's the last time. The end of this tunnel was the furthest I could get. I deemed it impossible, had enough and moved on. I'm not doing it. We start level 5 instantly because we want to get this challenge done. These missions are getting way too hard. The follow missions, timed missions, they're all getting a bit too much. The monorail is so bad that 2 park benches are stopping it from going any faster.
These chairs!
See, in my opinion, I think Apu's level was easy. Except for this one mission. I mean, first you gotta get 21 donuts, which you can only do with a couple seconds spare. But the real problem was following Wiggum. He was just too fast.
Too fast. You're a fucking
And the traffic were paid actors. The reality sets in. This might not be possible, you know. The Chief William drives that fast in this mission. Every mission is just getting worse and worse. But no matter how many times I failed, I wasn't going to give up on this. So I had an idea. A lot of people are going to be looking at this like, what is he doing? But this is a result of watching Liquid Wi-Fi for many years.
with wonky driving.
I actually could have completed the mission quite a few times. If I had just stayed put, then you can actually complete the mission around the bend here. That thing where I hopped out the car actually gives me wonky driving, which allows the car to go pretty much infinite speed. I'm sure there's an explanation out there somewhere. It's hard to explain, but all you need to know is that it gives me supersonic speed, and I need it to complete this mission. I use wonky driving to get me closer to the police car.
Gotta go. We gotta go.
As you can see, I'll turn that 1-star top speed to 5.
We gotta go!
I knew there was a way I could cheese this mission, and I finally found it in this next attempt. I used wonky driving and held my camera back and just prayed there were no cars in front of me. I still had to get around this corner, where I tried to respawn onto the lower level.
Shit.
That didn't work, so I tried to follow Wiggum back around.
Wait, this could work, you know.
And thanks to my big brain plays...
Yes! Oh, yes! Yes!
Now I'm going to say this once and once only. Never trust a snake is one of the easiest missions in Apu. That might cause a bit of controversy, but we're moving on to quick cash. This mission did take quite a while, and we needed a lot of spanners. After destroying the armored truck, all I needed to do was get back without blowing the car up. Where this NPC tried to sabotage me.
No!
We still had 43 seconds to escape Wiggum.
Game. Not the time.
We did so easily, and we move on to the last mission of level 5. I had quite a difficult time destroying the curator, and don't tell me how I noticed, but this ambulance truck did 2 U-turns.
Where are you going? You turn left to do a U-turn, and you go to do another one!
It seemed like everything was against me. Once this car hit the highway, there was no catching it, and I actually thought that this mission was impossible.
This car is... It's so bad!
My brother even came in and started bullying me.
This car is so
But it was finally time for my luck to turn. With 5 seconds left, I thought it was over.
Oh my days, what a gift!
Seizing the opportunity
Yes!
to finish level 5. Getting to level 6 felt like an achievement itself.
What the?
Mission 1 was pretty easy and lenient. I failed this jump, but had plenty of time to recover and complete this mission.
I failed a jump, went around, and still somehow did it.
At this stage of the game, the missions are getting harder regardless. But it's weird because the hard missions are easy, like this one following Professor Frink, which is usually hard. And the ones you think are easy are actually the hardest. I mean, take this one for example. Of course, we got the monorail physics. We only got 45 seconds to make it from here to the Duff Brewery, which actually seems pretty impossible. I tried so many times, failed over 100 times I think.
How? I'm falling short every time!
This mission required flawless driving for 45 seconds straight, which I actually managed to do once with less than a second to go.
Yes! Oh my days! I made it! Please, I cannot stuff this up now.
Yeah, I failed it. But at least I knew it was possible. I just needed one more chance. But when I get that chance, it's very important I don't fail. I thought I could block the truck here and possibly cheese 6 crates out of him. That didn't work, but I had another idea up my sleeve. And when the opportunity arose, I was good enough to execute it. The idea was him to hit me, so I didn't have to drive very far.
We gotta get it, we gotta get it, we gotta get it.
And let's be honest, my big brain plays aren't a match for this mission.
Yes!
The next mission gives us 3.5 minutes, which I think is pretty generous. And it's this hit here that we can do all our damage.
No, wait, this is where I can do my most damage.
And just like that, the mission was in the bag.
And that's mission done. And you know what time it is?
It's time for set to kill.
I'm just having a shit day, man, and this is making me want to kill myself even more. I get one day off work, and I have to come home and spend it playing this shit. What am I doing with my life, man?
And after a suicidal speech, it's time to lock the in. And you know what happened when I did? I completed it 3rd try.
So I'm just the goat. I'm just a bloody goat!
Damn, it felt good to get past that quickly. But mission 7, trying to race the aliens, it was impossible. I had one of the funniest clips in this mission.
Do you mind? Like what the where even is it? You can't You can't be serious.
And there was one tree that was giving me grief. A fucking tree. And to be honest with you, I thought I had this mission in the bag. Using the respawn trick and the sea spanker here,
I've done it. I'm 2nd. What kind of drugs you on, game?
yeah, I forgot to mention one thing.
Oh, dude, I know.
Alright, get ready for this because it might be a bit confusing. When respawning on the sea spanker, you have to over-rotate your car so when you respawn, you're facing the jetty. We need to spawn facing the jetty because it's a checkpoint we need to trigger about 50 meters in. The problem is, the monorail's handling sucks. And the alien car is always there to make sure I lose. You see, for so many runs, I try to convince myself that my driving mattered. But I don't think that was the case every time. But I had a plan, alright? And hear me out. What if I just waited until I got lucky? I didn't notice this at first, but the alien car got stuck over here. This allowed me to get the checkpoint, turn around, and make my way towards an incredible victory. Which allowed me to move on to the final level of the game. I started level 7 with high hopes, thinking I'd be able to do this easily. And to be honest, I think this level was pretty easy. I flew past the first 2 missions, and now is when it starts to get pretty repetitive. I knew that if I could make it to the playground within the given time, then the rest of the level was possible. Not only did we make it, but we made it with 10 seconds to spare, meaning the rest of the missions were possible. Alien Autopsy Part 1 is the start of the finish. It is the exact same mission as before. This time I make it with 8 seconds to spare, so we lose 2 seconds. Overall, a pretty successful run so far. Alien Autopsy Part 2 requires us to get away from an alien car. We then have to drive to the power plant, and once again it's time to make our way back to the playground. This one was a much closer finish, but somehow we still haven't failed a mission in level 7, and I'm on to the final mission of the level.
We are flying through this.
And after a generational run, it all comes down to this to prove if it's possible.
We're only 16 minutes in.
This time we got to race the alien car to the power plant. He was closing in fast. It was neck and neck up until the finish line.
Oh, yes.
This time we only got a minute to make it to the school playground. However, on the way we're met with the aliens again. We shake them off easily and we have 30 seconds to get to the playground.
Am I just good?
With 10 seconds left, it's looking impossible to fail now. And after a long and painful journey, the question has been answered.
I'm the greatest.
I'm the greatest.
Oh my days! 20-minute level 7 with the monorail. Get off me! I'm done. Oh, I'm out of here.
The average person can indeed beat the game with the monorail only.